Presidency to stand.
Stop that, I'm coming to you. All right, Presidency 2027, not should wait till 2031.
I said that for that statement to have, must have existed from the corridors of power. And I want to believe that whatever statement made has to tag along with delivery. I think if the APC-led government has delivered, I think they should not fret over anybody taking or trying to usurp their position in the power calculus. I want to believe that if they deliver, they still have less than 18 months to go. I believe that they can still up the ante and do the needful. And I want to believe that when they say something, then it meets the yearnings of Nigerians. Then we can be saying that there is no vacancy come 2020. 2031.
Does it mean the North can contest in 2027?
I want to believe that whatever they might have said, but that statement alone said is self-serving. Because there is nowhere written in the Constitution where a particular tribe or region cannot contest. The Constitution is crystal clear. It's not ambiguous, and it is written in English language for you and I to understand. I believe that even most of our legal luminaries, they have interpreted the Constitution as being crystal clear. There is nothing, shutting out a particular region from contesting. I want to believe that whatever Akume might have said as regards the presidency, because that is his own self-opinion. It does not hold water in the common sense balance.
And don't you think by making this statement is declaring the North politically relevant until 2031?
You see, by making this, I have said it's a self-serving opinion. It does not really hold water because I want to believe that for anybody, I believe that construction is calibrated on arithmetic. Whosoever dares is calculus, then he is daring his own failure too.
Gentleman Mike, I want to know your own opinion on this issue. I asked Mr. Vincent that don't you think by making such a statement is directly or indirectly declaring the not politically relevant until 2031? Is the not so relevant that Akume will say they should wait till 2031?
Thank you, and Adekunle Michael. I think we must not lose sight of the main issues. Much as I know that there is this understanding between the North and the South in terms of rotation of power, or balance of power, so to speak, and we should also clarify that it's not a law, it's not binding in any way, just as Mr. Vincent has said. It is not binding, it's not in our laws, it's not in any of our books, but it's just an understanding. Much as I know that is ongoing over the years, we mustn't lose sight of the real issues. We've had presidents from the northern extraction over the years, and the question should be, how does that translate into good life, good governance for an average northerner? So we must look beyond all these sentiments that we always bring on board. The main issue is for our leaders to deliver dividends of why they are in office. The main issues is for our leaders to manage our resources effectively and make the life of an average Nigerian matter. I think those are the real issues for me, and not really about whether it goes to the north or to the south. General Obasanjo was in the saddle for 8 years as a civilian president, apart from what he did as a military man. The question is, how has he transformed even the south, west, where he hails from, or the south generally where he comes from. And so beyond all this understanding, we must never lose sight of the main issues. Our leaders must be held accountable. Our leaders must understand that we are not, they are not in office just to mark time, as we have always seen. Okay, I have 8 years. It's like a walkover. You understand? It's like, I'm here for the next 8 years. You are here doing what?
Doing what?
You must ask those critical questions. It's not about, it's not an automatic thing. What I expect the incumbent president to be telling Nigerians now is to be showing his scorecard. At least 2 years plus in the saddle. These are the things I've done, and those things must reflect,
in the life
must trickle down in the lives of the people. Don't just show us statistics. Don't just throw the figures at us. It must reflect. People must be able to relate with those things, and I think those are critical questions we should be asking.
And I also think another problem we are facing when it comes to politics or election in Nigeria is the issue of zoning. Are we supposed to be choosing zoning over competence, or choosing competence over zoning?
You see, in the political theater, though zoning at times, I think is never enshrined in the constitution. I think it's a creation of the political elite that okay, once a particular region is being given the nod to go to the saddle of power, then the other regions should also be considered. I think there is nothing in the ground now that states that a particular region should produce a particular position or a political office. It is not written there. It is written, no, the constitution is crystal clear on that. But a situation whereby the political elite just throw up such kind of calculation, I believe that it is for their own to, it runs within the domain where they reside. But commonsensically, if the governance is about delivery, that's the utmost mark that we expect them to give us. Irrespective of the divide, all these primordial sentiments, they are not attached in governance. You can come from Kukari, you can come from Katsina, you can come from Abeokuta, in Lantoro or Ibadan. I don't care. All what matters most is when you deliver, and that is what government is all about. It must be people centered. It's not about who you, it's not about the tribe that you came from, or rather that you belong. It's about delivery. And when we talk about governance is a continuum, because if A has been given a chance to rule, and we did not get what we intended to get from him as a mass of people, then when B comes to the saddle, he has to add to the value that he or she met on ground. That is how government is being run in any civilized nation. A situation whereby zoning arrangement is a creation of the parties among themselves is never, in the ground called the constitution. I think until when we learn to follow the letter, the way it is being spelled, before we can have an egalitarian society, which we always hope for.
All right, let's quickly look at the paper again, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. One of the topics we are discussing here is the statement made by the Arewa Consultative Forum, SGF, that the North is not getting the served attention under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. But this case is like just saying that the North voted Tinubu while the South is reaping from where the South didn't sow. Just like what VACANCY said a few days ago, that Tinubu has marginalized, Tinubu has sidelined the northern region. Now, would you say Tinubu has abandoned the people that voted him into power, or that supported him to secure that victory? Gentlemen.
Not at all. I think the North is just playing to the gallery. The North is just playing politics with things. I don't know what else they expect from him. Probably he should cut his head and give it to them. 2 years plus. We have a lot of Northerners. I think one of the papers did the breakdown a few days ago in terms of the Northerners that are in this government. So the cry that you are seeing now is because some of the areas that they have always dominated, especially among the service chiefs, over the years they have always dominated those areas, and the present administration decided to use people of another extraction apart from the northern guys. I think those are some of the issues they are already clamoring for. Don't forget, I have always said that power is like oxygen to the north generally. The moment they are no longer in power, they feel very, very uncomfortable and all of that. Don't forget, in less than a year into the life of this administration, there were already agitations within the north that okay, we are not seeing things. One of the protests that happened a couple of months ago, don't forget, the north took it more than the south. Throughout the administration of Muhammadu Buhari, you will never see one protest as regards governance coming from the north.
Apart from NSAS.
Apart from even the NSAS, you won't see serious protests in the north generally, all through the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. So, but the moment the power that came to the south, they were championing a lot of protests and all of which I think is purely politics. It's just because most of their key leaders are not in the saddle at the moment. That is what is causing some of this agitation, which I believe is unnecessary. There are people of different extractions in this administration. We must admit that. In terms of balancing, probably it is more within the southwest. We must be clear about it. It is more. He has appointed more of southwesterners than any other tribe. We must admit that. But to say they are not getting things, I don't know what they want to get. I don't know what they are expecting. Their people have been in leadership before now, and that has never translated into good governance in the lives of their people. The highest cases of diseases still in the north. The highest level of poverty is still in the north, and all of you can continue to roll out the stats. So it's not about they are not some of the people that are pushing for this. It's not because they want to better the lives of an average Londoner. It is just because they are not within the power equation now. That is what is causing some of this agitation.
All right, to the next one, the comment section. What do we have? This is Chima. In a multi-ethnic country like Nigeria, zoning is very important to maintain equity, but the zones should provide competent people to contest.
Absolutely.
You see, when there is a template that can throw up equity, I think we should not be talking about zoning or what have you. I think all these things are primordial to me as a person. When we are talking about competence should in any norm, should not be even sacrificed on the altar of mediocrity. Because when we imbibe and embrace industry and competence, then we can begin to say we have an egalitarian or a progressive society. But I believe, I said it before, that zoning is something that was constructed by the political elite just to fend their nest. But if we must do the needful, we have to look at what the constitution says. And zoning also is also throwing up all other primordials like ethnic, either is a Christian, is he a Muslim, all those bigotry, ethnicity, what have you. All those things, when you continue to say zoning, but if you not take competence as the front burner of any other thing, in a way you are a Kanuri man, or an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, all what we want is the dividend. In America, where we pattern our democracy after, they don't use zoning as a tool or throwing up a person to the saddle of power. You can see where Trump comes from. You know how before he became president of America, they did not say they zoned it to a particular place. They brought everybody that signified interest to the fore to come and test their to test their mettle. Then by the time they read what they have for the Americans, then the Americans now decided among themselves, okay, this is where the pendulum will swing. It was never zoned. Then why must we our own be different from what is obtainable in the United States? Because they have two chamber legislature. Likewise, we have two chamber legislature. Here in Nigeria, we have the Senate and the House of Representatives, and that is how it should be.
I think that text came from this is Chima, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Okay. I think I agree absolutely with him, and the reason being that he has balanced that report, that input. He balanced it well for me. That in a multi-ethnic society like ours, it's not wrong. Let me put it straight. It's not wrong to even take it around the way the way it were. But he also mentioned that every time he gets a particular zone, competence should not be what to watch out for in the people that you are putting up. So he didn't sacrifice it on the altar of competence. That zoning is not wrong. And when it comes to a particular, we are multi-ethnic. We can't take that away. We won't really compare ourselves with America in terms of the way we take our ethnic groups and all of that. So it may not be totally wrong to move it around, but when it comes to a particular group, a particular ethnic, a particular zone, competence must not be. There are brilliant, there are competent people in every tribe, including even tribes that are not major, as it were. Competent hands everywhere. So competence should now be put forward when it gets to any zone.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move to another discussion this morning. There is a bill currently before the Senate seeking permanently the elevation of Oni of Ife and the Sultan of Sokoto, and this has sparked debates in the society. Is the Senate or the Nigerian government trying to impose the dominance of Hausa, Fulani and Yorubas on traditional institutions?
You see, at times I want to believe that we have more core issues that confront us as a nation. People are hungry. What business what business do I have if Sultan of Sokoto or Novife is a balloon to the top or whatever they want to arrange? And what does it bring to the common Nigerians on the streets? I want to believe that all these they are just self-serving idea. If the bill passes through the legislature at the end of the day, and the president is being made to assent to it, I think it's another mockery on us as a nation, because we have core issues. We have insecurity there, we have hunger, we have unemployment, we have a lot of inequality in the social fabric that ought to be attended to by this government. What business, what bearing will Oni or Sultan be elevated? We know that Sultan of Sokoto is the #1 Islamic man in this thing. Even if any moon is being sighted anywhere in Ilaro or Ibadan, if Sultan of Sokoto has not given assent to it, then there will not be Salah in Nigeria. And Oni of Ife, who is that? Because I want to believe that these people are getting themselves confused. The governance is about delivery. All those ones are not the core issue confronting us as a nation. I want to believe that when it matters, because the people there, they are all our money is being paid, is our collective patrimony that is being given to them as their take up a home or salary or whatever. But when they now sit there, continue to drink tea to the neglect of the yearnings of Nigeria on core issues, then it runs contrary to an average common sense that they are just there to warm the bench and the seat.
Seat stand.